All right, guys, come with me to torque some head bolts. DD15. What I like to do, first thing first, right out of the gate, once I've already done step one, step two, is I mark all the head bolts. That way I'm ready to go and I know what I'm doing. All right, guys, this is the fun part. So step three, the first 90-degree torque turn. Okay, you're gonna follow the sequence. Don't cut any corners. Don't just stick to the diagram. I'm gonna try to post that here. So again, you're gonna start at the number one, and you're going to work your way to the head bolt number two. Okay, work your way to number three. This is where it gets a little tricky because it goes from number three. Number four is going to be over to your left. See how I had to jump over there? So it kind of does this little X pattern. So once you've done head bolt number four, you're going to jump to number five, which goes back to the right. Okay, same thing, 90-degree torque turn. There you go. There's number six. Once you do that, now you're going to go all the way over to the right, and you're going to go two head bolts at a time. So it'll be the top head bolt, again, going down the center. Okay, think of it as an inner and an outer. So there we go. I'm just making sure that I got that first 90. There you go. Now we're going to go down to the one just below it, which is going to be, again, same thing, 90-degree torque turn. There we go. Now, if you go a little over it, not a big deal, guys. Just try to be even in everything that you're doing there. So you're going to see that I'm just simply, there we go. See, feel free to check. It's not really that big of a deal. Whether you get one long pull or however you want to do it, but just be consistent. So now that we're working on the bolt, we're going to go all the way to the inside. And again, we're working down the center column. Think of it that way. There we go. Get in there, check, make sure it's good. There we go. Do the one just below it. Then you're going to come all the way. Once you're done with that one, you're going to come all the way back up to the front. You're going to see me kind of make my adjustment and go from there. So just follow the sequence. It does get a little tiring. You do get a little winded. I'm not going to lie. Feel free to take a break. And this is why it's also important to mark the head bolt so you know exactly where you last left off. Okay. Every now and then, yeah, I do fuck up and I miss one. But that's why you mark them and you go back in there and you check it all out. So there we go. So doing that there. Go the one just below it. You can see that there in the camera at the bottom of the screen. And then you're going to work your way back to the center. All right, guys. So I just want to quickly show you a little bird's eye view of all the bolts down the center. Okay, closest to the springs, you're going to see that they're all at a 90-degree torque turn. So just kind of verifying my work. Yeah, buddy. There you go. You got a picture of my ugly mug. So now we're going to work on still step three, 90-degree torque turn, the first 90. Now we're going to work on the outside, okay? You're going to go closest to the center. You're going to work on the first upper two, like would be cylinder number, looks like number 4 from here. Then you're going to cross in an X pattern right there by number 3, okay? Again, starting closest to the center and working on your way out. So it's kind of like a inner-outer type thing. 90-degree. Now you're going to go over to that one right there. I forgot what number that is, 16 or whatever the hell it is. Doesn't really matter, but you get the general idea. So now we're still working in a nice X pattern, and what's going to do is just going to nicely even everything out. Nice flat pattern. Again, just get comfortable, guys. It's uncomfortable, so get comfortable. Don't, feel free to take some breaks on there. It doesn't really matter. But again, you're going to see me working there, everything on number 3. Now we're going to go all the way to the ones over on number 5. So this is where the pattern starts to change. So you're going to do the top 2 right above or closest to the exhaust. Okay. I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. Maybe showing a different angle or something. All right, guys. So we're still doing step 3, the first 90-degree torque turn. And I am doing a different angle, kind of a little POV using the GoPro on the top of my head there like a helmet. And again, you're going to do on the 2 closest to the exhaust. Now you're going to work on the 2 closest to the intake, okay, on, let's say, cylinder number 5. So just kind of follow that same pattern. Take your time, 90-degree torque turn. Okay, once you're done there, you're going to jump all the way over to what looks like cylinder number 2. Okay, starting there on the closest to the inside. On the exhaust, same thing, 90-degree torque turn. Just keep going. It gets easier. The next 90 is going to be the fun one, but you'll figure that out if you haven't done that yet. The book, according to the book, it says you're not supposed to use an impact. I'm sure many people do to get that 90-degree torque turn. I just use this here, and this works out really, really well. So again, 90-degree torque turn. Now we're working all the way to number 6. On the exhaust side, you're going to do the same thing. 2 bolts closest to the exhaust. Verify you're at 90. Same thing. Work on the next bolt. And it gets repetitive, guys. The pattern itself, once you've done it enough times, you do start to remember pretty much where you are. You know, every now and then, yeah, it gets a little wonky, but not a big deal. So there we go. Now we're going to work on the intake side, still on the number 6. There you go. Almost done. Running out of some juice here, but nothing a little coffee can't handle. There we go. Not a lot of room because we do have the surge tank. Normally I like to leave that surge tank out of the way, just so I have a little more room to clear and kind of get that nice sweep, but I guess we already had it installed at this point. So there we go. Now we're on cylinder number 1, exhaust side, first 90-degree torque turn, almost done. There's some light at the end of that tunnel. After this, I'm definitely going to take a quick break, and then I'm going to get ready to do the step number 4, 90-degree torque turn. So you get the general gist of it. I'm trying to fast forward this and just kind of narrate and go through the whole thing. There we go. Almost done. All right, guys, so I just want to kind of show you guys step 3, all done, first 90-degree torque turn. All the head bolts should be going to the 3 o'clock position. I like to mark the head bolts at 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and 6 o'clock. So you can see everything is all into place. And yeah, now it's time to do the fun part. Yeah, buddy, here we go. Step 4, second degree, 90-degree torque turn. So I'm going to be literally narrating this whole thing just like I did on the first part there. So 90-degree torque turn. I don't know what that actually works out to be when it comes to foot-pounds. I've never really bothered to see where the clicks are or the clicks don't on the torque. But again, same sequence, same process. You're going to see that there. So 90-degree torque turn, that's head bolt number 3. There we go. There we go. Had a little brain fart there. But now we're going on number 4. Same thing. Kind of row your boat. If you guys go a little over, not a big deal. Just, again, try to be consistent. So there's number 3. Now we're jumping back to number 4. Then we're going to cross over to number 5. So it kind of makes that little X pattern that I was talking about. So there we go. Oh, there we go. A little more juice. All right, I think that's good enough. So now we're going to jump into the 2 head bolts nearest the center in between number 5 and number 6. All right, guys, so as you can see, the bolts between number 5 and 6. Working on the ones closest to the center, okay, not the outers, but what I would consider the inner. Now you did the top one, now you're going to work on the bottom, 90-degree torque turn. It gets a little bit more difficult as you're going in because you don't have as much leverage. I probably should have had that freaking coolant tank removed and not put in just yet, but yeah, whatever, you know, in hindsight. So there we go. So now you're working on the other 2 bolts right in between there, in between number 1 and 2 cylinders. Now you're going to work all the way closest to the gear, which would be at the edge of the number 6. So you're going to see that there. So again, no torque turn. I'm sorry, no clicks on the torque, but I'll show you guys after the end result of the head bolts and where they have to actually travel. So there we go. I'm surprised I'm actually not that tired yet, but you get the general idea, guys. So we worked on those there. They're going to reach their second destination, and now we're going to work on the 2 closest to the Venturi pipe there. There we go. It's a lot easier when it's up in the front. You got a lot more leverage, and it's probably about maybe 3 to 4 pulls to get you to that 90-degree torque turn. So there you go. Nice and easy. Alrighty, guys, here we go. Follow the sequence. Outside bolts. So we did everything in the inner aisle closest to the actual valves, and now we're going to work on the outer, starting with the number right there by the number 4. We're going to work on the one closest to the exhaust, and then just move over to the one to the right of it. Again, 90-degree torque turn. This is the second 90-degree torque turn. After this, we're going to be all done once we just kind of go down the flow chart here, okay? So right now, there we go. See, now we're jumping over to that one. Think of it as an X pattern, kind of like an X-wing. There we go. Now you're going to go to that one right there, over to the number 4, intake side down on the bottom. That's the best way I can describe it. See if I can put a diagram of something on that. But again, just keep going, take your time, make sure you don't overdo it. That's why it's important to mark everything on there so you know exactly where you are and where, you know, what you're doing. I'm going to show the end result at the very end, but you guys are getting the general idea here. So I'm just going to fast forward and make this as quick as possible. There we go. Almost done there on the number 3 side. And then we're gonna jump all the way over to the number 5 exhaust side. Okay, there we go. See, number 5 exhaust. There we go. Got to get some leverage. Again, if that surge tank wasn't there, we could actually move just a little bit faster and get a nice pull or a nice push, depending on what you're trying to achieve. There we go. Making sure I didn't overdo it or underdo it. Boom. Now we go to the one on the intake side, still working on cylinder number 5, okay? And then once I'm done there, I'm gonna bring it over to the number 2 exhaust side. So think of it that way, right? You got exhaust, you got intake. So just working at section, work the diagram. There we go. So now number 2, closest to the exhaust side. And that's just what the book says, and this is just all by memory because we've done this so many times. But again, it doesn't hurt to have the book there with you. And then this way you're just not making any mistakes. Because again, there's been some times where I've forgotten to give that extra 90. I put the cam housing on, realizing, oh shit, then I got to take it all apart again. Okay, so you don't want to do that. That's the last thing you want to do, is kind of start getting 10 steps later and realize you got to go back because you overdid it or you got taken away from the job for whatever reason. So now we're going to move over to the number 6. Now this one, here we go, taking a quick breather. You realize, hey, we're almost done. So there's definitely a lot more light at the end of the tunnel. Almost there. Here we go. So now exhaust on the number 6, last one on the top. And you still have to go the intake side. There we go. Now we're jumping on the intake. Now this one you can see you're going to butt up against right there by the air hoses and the fan solenoid. Make sure you don't break anything, guys. Almost done. Almost done. There we go. Keep going. Keep going. This one's going to be maybe about 5 or 6, because the path is, the travel there isn't very much, but you get the general idea. You could probably use an extension, maybe get some height if you wanted to, but I'm rolling solo on this. Tony over there, he's doing something on the turbo side, putting something together, which is nice. And there we go. See, now we're on the number 1. Same thing. Keep going. That's about maybe 4 pulls, 4.5. There we go. See. Keep going, keep going. There we go. Almost done, almost done. There we go. We got 2 more, and then I'm going to show you a little surprise there, okay? This is one that you do not want to overlook. Some of the other models, the early DD15s, had these extra bolts. These have the extra bolt as well, but I'll show you that right now in a second. There we go. All done. Catch my breath. There we go. So all done. Boom. Oh, wait a minute. There's 2 more back there by the gear housing. So don't forget the 2 bolts. There we go. So they're back there, and I think they're 44 foot-pounds. I forgot what it is, but I'll have to double check the book. That's a 16, yeah, 44 foot-pounds. There we go. So it's going to be a 16 millimeter socket. Just be careful you don't drop it down there. I'm going to show you more or less as best I can where that socket's going to go. There's 2 of them, okay? One to the left of the center idler gear. There we go. You're going to see it kind of a little, there we go. Make sure it catches right there. And there's also one right over there, okay? There's 2 of them. And again, it's 44 foot-pounds. And once you've done that, you are officially done. All right, guys, really quick. This is why you want to mark your head bolts, okay? Very, very important. So you can see that every single one has been torque turned 90, 90, 90, 90. What's up, Alan? Okay. There you go. GoPro, turn off.